Today in Health Matters, we are talking about how the latest technologies can pretty much, hurt you a little bit as they're monitoring the kids' grades. Again, not healthy for the parents, not healthy for people. And Vanessa Baker's here with us, talking a little about this. Vanessa, you have kids, I have kids. We have those apps.
Right.
Not very good, are they? They're not very smart to have at times, right?
Well, I think they can be used for good, but I think they can also be used to control our kids. And in my work, I have 8 kids of my own, 7 of which are 12 and older.
Wow.
And then I work with kids all the time and their parents. So the word on the street is kids don't like being controlled.
Yeah.
And when they feel controlled by something like the grade app checking, which is incessant at times, right? It's like it puts a barrier between the parent and the child.
Yeah, and that's not very healthy, and it gets the child stressed out, so that means the parents get stressed out, and then you start to fall apart.
Yeah.
And it's very important to monitor the kids. We're saying don't monitor your kids' grades, but it's also do it in moderation, am I right?
Right, so the way I like to do it is to think of it as like we would like to create self-sufficient children who have real authentic desire to succeed, right? So if your child occurs for you like someone who wants to win and wants to do well, what does it do? What's the benefit of checking on them all the time? I know some parents who will be waiting for their kids to walk in the door and will have already said, oh, I see what you got on this quiz, I see what you got on this test, hey, you have a late assignment here, and they're just inundated, and then the child shuts down, relationship is lost. Then what chance does the parent have to influence and inspire and teach any skills when the child's just shut down?
Right, and I think school has changed since we've gone, well, at least me, I know I'm a lot older than you, and so I know it's changed since I've gone where, we had homework coming home, but now I think schools are kind of like letting the kids get the work done in class, so, we're not going to go, hey, where's that homework? Because then the kids are like, it's already done. Because they're not spending 4 or 5 hours at home doing homework. And then for those that are coming home with homework, it's kind of like a way to monitor them. But again, the whole thing about stressing the children out and not having healthy children is being on them.
So, and so then what happens like with something where you have it in black and white on your screen right there, it's just proof, see?
Yeah.
What happens is you forget that there are other ways to measure a child's value.
Right.
You know how people talk about when someone's really wealthy, how money doesn't really make you happy?
Yeah.
I think parents have this idea that if your kid gets really good grades and they get into a really good college, then they get a really good job, that they'll be happy. So it's almost like the rat race just kind of like goes backwards and backwards and backwards. And we both know really wealthy people who aren't happy. It's a myth that good grades equal happy people. I think kids should do their best. I think parents should come up underneath and do everything they can to support their kids. But how do you do that if they look at you like the opponent in a game?
Yeah, and I think the best thing it probably is, and what I learned to do with my children when they were doing grades, is just ask them how their day was.
Right.
That's it. I don't need to ask them about their schoolwork yet.
Right.
Because again, they get in the door, they don't want to hear that because they've been hearing it from teachers or anything. So I think, is that the best healthy way, just to pretty much go, how was your day?
Yeah, to care about the human being in front of you, to be present with the human being in front of you instead of like running another report. Like your kids aren't your employees.
Yeah.
They don't want to be managed. They want to be in relationship. They want to be connected. And that's like what I do is help children and parents have that connection. All the good things come from that. It's just that you can't supersede the relationship and get results.
So I love it. Where can people find out more?
Well, I have a challenge online. It started as the 5-day challenge, now it's the everyday challenge. Build a bridge between your teenager and you. And so that's on Facebook. And every day I go on there and videos and ideas to help parents get more related to their teenager, especially when they're feeling blocked out.
I love it. Name of the Facebook page is?
Vanessa Baker Mindset.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.